Hello, Hokies. It's the return of the highly acclaimed GDP, long-form game day preview alongside my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Mike Burnop. I'm John Laaser. And Mikey, right there, I said all that you need to know. Game. The game is finally here. Justin Fuente has said we've done just about everything else at this point as a staff except what we do best, coach a game, despite the fact that the opponent is Liberty. This week, largely about the Hokies themselves.
Well, it is. I mean, you think about it, they haven't played a game since the Independence Bowl, which is way, way, way back in December. So these players are tired of hitting each other. It's time now to play a game, see where you are. Liberty's got a good team. They were 6-5 last year. They got a dual threat quarterback in Masha. He's not a huge kid, but he's a running threat, throws the ball well, and their skilled people are back. They lost a lot of people, but their skilled people are back. So it's going to be a good test for the Hokies. Try to see where they are. You got to figure that out, and this is going to be the opportunity at home.
Obviously, a win, first and foremost, is what you're looking for in this matchup with an FCS opponent in Liberty. But beyond that, if all goes well for Virginia Tech, what does Justin Fuente, what does Bud Foster, what does Brad Cornelson need to see from his team this week heading in against Tennessee?
Well, they want to see where they are. See is our depth chart where it wants to be, see our packages, are they what we want them to be at, and that type of thing. So I think you got to find out where you are, and that's the important thing. Do we have the right guy at quarterback? Do we have the right guy at the offensive line? Those type things. And until you play somebody, you don't know, because you're going against the same guys every day in practice. And you kind of get to the point where you kind of cheat a little bit. But whatever opponent you're playing, be it all an FCS team, think about that back in 2010. Every coach will always remind you, y'all played James Madison in 2010 and you got beat 21-16. So they always use that motivating factor. You got to be ready for every team.
You mentioned, do you have the right quarterback? And Justin Fuente has said very candidly, we've named Gerard Evans as starter, but that doesn't mean the competition is over. He needs to continue to get better. You spent some time with him personally leading up to this game. He seems like he's in a place of confidence preparing to make his first start for Tech.
I think he is. I think he's confident. He's been through the war, so to speak. He is a junior. He's an older kid, so I think he does. I think he's very confident. But again, they've had the yellow shirt on, so this is going to be the first opportunity to get it on. I think the quarterback position is constantly talking about its production business, and you got to do out there. You got to go out there and produce, and that'll be the thing. The other guys are still there. They got to be ready on a moment's notice. We saw that last year with Michael Brewer in the Ohio State game. Motley had to come in and play.
Year 34 for my Hall of Fame broadcast partner. My sophomore year, I know, buddy. I'm trying to avoid a sophomore slump. We'll start that this Saturday against the Liberty Flames at Lane Stadium. Kick scheduled for 12:30. That's your first GDP of the season, kids, as the 2016 season gets kicked off here in just a couple of days.